Look at this. That's going. There's that. Let me do this. Let me do that. Oh. I want this docked in there. Ah, come on, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Wee, do, 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 do. Whoa. Alrighty. Is this... Can anyone hear me? Maybe not. That's okay. Who needs to hear me? Whee! Wow. We got this and that. Do. Beanie bong a bong. Alright. I think we're all set. I think we are all set. All on board. Ready to rock and roll. Welcome in the first minute of the live. Just right off the bat. What are we going to do today on Monday? Hello, I'm good. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Monday, Monday, Monday. What is your weekend like? What is your Monday like? Tell me all about it, Shaq's Big Left Toe. Thank you for liking the live. That's awesome, too. Woo! Wee! It's exciting. It's Monday. I like Mondays. I like Mondays quite a bit. Woo! Wee 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 woo wow! Dang. But I do have to figure out what am I doing in my brain on this Monday. Oh. Okay. Let's look at some aucciones just cause. Let's do it. And we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go there. Bang. To there. Let's do this to that. Okay. Yeah. Wee, wow, what I did. Where did I go through already? I did. I was in, yeah. Let's do that. Yep. Add them in, rack them up, start them up. Whoa, whoa! All right. I think that this needs to go up to there. I think. Yep. That's definitely a thing that we need. And we're going to go over here. Right? Yes. All my tabs are messed up, though. Where are my tabs correctly? Just, okay. I guess we're doing it like that. All right. And this one, not cool. No. I think I only have, okay. Odessa, Tampa, there. Let's do that. All right. Nope. Hey, thanks for liking the live and the follow. How are you, Patrick? What's happening? We are looking at some auction deals at the moment. Just on a Monday, seeing how things is going in the auction. Because it's also end of the month. You never know what's come through. And this deal, no, I don't like that. I don't like that one either. And I gotta follow. That is just HOA stuff. I don't care about no HOA stuff. Earl. Ooh, Earl, that's not good. I don't want that, Earl. Invest with Lauren. Hi, Lauren. And well, thank you. And we're going through this. Robert 57. Interesting. Hi. How can I create a buyer's list? Can I make calls and get out of contracts? But finding buyers is hard. So you're getting deals, Ryan. You're getting deals and you're having problems with buyers? So I think the best thing to do is when you have a buyer that you search around where you have the deals under contract, and you just need to find LLC's ownership of properties around there. So that's the best way to find buyers. Just look in the immediate radius of the deals you have under contract. Have I worked with any civil engineers before? Like not heavily, but I have one time civilly. Yeah, like there's very few instances where you need a civil engineer, but typically like something's gone incorrect maybe on a flip. So is that the situation? Is that the situation? Is that the dealio? Tell me. Okay, that's like a one weird situation where you need. What's needed for you to take over an assumable loan? Yeah, you just gotta contact the loan servicer on that particular situation. So, because the VAs are assumable for sure, so you just need to contact the loan servicer. Yeah. So basically, when you do that, though, the VA loan, the person that you are assuming it from, like gives up their VA benefit while that mortgage is in place. So that, like, they can't get another VA loan after you assume their VA loan. Like it locks up their eligibility for a VA loan because it already exists in the loan that you've assumed. So. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. So that's, I guess, really then up to them, the seller, the one that has the loan now. If they don't want if they don't have a need for a VA loan right now, then they're good. You know, then you have their VA loan. So the house I'm looking at has it listed in the details. Yeah. So that means that they're probably open to not needing a VA loan. So easiest way to find sellers and buyers. Property data for sure. Things like propwire.com is a free resource. There's a link in my bio to propwire.com to sign up for free. So you can find deals and buyers there. Have I ever thought about getting into development? I sure have. Absolutely. 2.3% interest. That's a great interest rate on a VA loan. It's going to save you lots of money. Taking over that loan, it's going to save you lots of money. So if that's available on the house you're looking at, go for it. Go for it for sure. For sure. What's holding me back? Just deals, really. Just finding deals that work for it. I mean, thank you for the heart me, Corey. Appreciate you. You know, got plenty to do. If there's one that falls in my lap, for sure. But it's also lots of work. And I'm pretty cool with just running easy deals. Volume of easy deals. You know, takes a lot of time. To do those development deals. Not that I'm opposed to it, but it just needs to, you know, be the right thing to put the time into. I gotta see all the vision. I gotta see all the vision and all that good stuff. You know? What you got, Caleb? Do you got something that could pique my interest? You know? That's the question. For sure. What did I use to study for the exam? I like Colbury. I did all my pre-licensing through Colbury, and I did like the flashcards through there, all that good stuff. There's a link in my bio for Colbury because I like them so much. Like, I think they're a great resource for sure. Yep. I like them a lot. It's helped me. It helped me. And I do all my continuing education through them. I think it does. Yes, they're pretty much everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere. Every single state, I believe that they do. Ooh, a little glitchy. Little glitchy going. So, any galaxies tonight? Nope, not yet. Nope, just 10 minutes in. Just 10 minutes in. Haven't gotten my galley for the day yet. No. Not yet. How was your live today? How was your live today? You were I saw your Brussels sprouts. Those looked really good. I like Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. I like Brussels sprouts for sure. You have 9 coins. Oh my gosh. Oh no. You got to do a recharge, it sounds like. 9 coins. Life is good. Rough sailing. Yeah. The weather's kind of junky. The weather seems a little junky lately. For sure. They're all mine? Aw, thanks. Appreciate that. Wee. Wee. Total boop boop. Yeah. Yeah. It was like lucky today too. I just been like also so many leaves in my pool. So many leaves in my pool. With all this weather too. I'm just like, so many leaves. You're the only one with that account? Yeah. I know you gotta stay safe on my life. Got to stay safe on here. Do 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 do. Ba 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 do. Can't be. Exactly. Can't be doing all the craziness. Let it all spill over into your life for sure. Oh goodness. Stickers. I really should change those stickers. How do I do that? How did I even do that in the first place? Because I gotta make them like with the tappy tappies. Yeah. And the tappy tappies too. Share, mobile, highlight. And the tappy tappies. What am I don't remember how to do that. Make the stickers. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to make stickers. But I really think I should make them not clear. Every time you do that, I'm like, oh, these need to not be clear. I know, right? Hi, Flixo. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I know. What is this doing? Oh, yeah, I didn't hit the buttons right. Woo, woo, woo. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do. Tappy, tappy, tappy. Thank you, tappy, tappy. Ivan, I appreciate you. Ivan. I don't know what happened to Andre. I talked to Kelly about it today, my business partner, and yeah, we are going to take over in the morning. So, yes. we're going to take over. I appreciate you sticking with us. Yep. Yep, yep. We are on it, Ivan. We are on it for you. Do. Thank you for tapping the screen. Tappy, 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 tappy. Yes. And I reached out to another person on our team this afternoon too to see if I could convince her. She's been with me for years. Yes. And I haven't heard back from her. So I may have her do it. But if she doesn't do it, then Kelly said she was going to start doing it. So why do for sale by owner signs from Home Depot make millions and millions of dollars? I don't know. There's always some DIYs. Always some DIYs there. Thank you, Flexo. I do think it makes me look a little tan. I appreciate that. Oh, do you think Fizbo on Zillow is a good way to start getting deals? I think so. It's a good way to practice. I think a lot of times on the Fizbos on Zillow are a little off on their expectations normally, but you can every once in a while get a deal on Fizbo Zillows every once in a while, but normally they want a little bit more than they should get. So, you know, send me 1% of real tears. I have sold 0. Yeah. For their clients in the last 2 years. 0. What you mean? I'm like a glow stick in this shirt is what you're saying? Oh yes. Yes, there's a large percentage of them that have made no money. For sure. For sure, for sure. Definitely. Yep. Yep. That's very true. That is very true. There's a lot of them out there that just have their license and are doing nothing with it. Like a glow stick. Party on me. Party on me. Less than 2% of realtors make $1 million, but my for sale sign... my sell by owner signs make people millionaires. Are you the one that makes the signs? It's in your profile pic. We're going to make what we can happen, Ivan. We are going to make what we can happen. And we're going to take over. Less than 2%. Yes, that's true. Less than 1%. Make that much. That's for sure. Woo. How are you? I'm good, Dixon. How are you? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Wee. We like Mondays. How are you on this Monday? I know. I just need a Galaxy tonight, too. Tax-free. I don't know about tax-free. That's not like a guarantee you can make. You never know people's tax situations. I would stay away from taxing. Tax... I don't know. Boo-boo! Galaxy. You know? I get it. I get what you're saying, but... it's not every situation that can be tax-free, okay? Okay? And also it has really nothing to do with what realtors, would do either. I don't know. Anywho. Just saying. I would stay away from the tax part of it all. You were going for... there's a glow stick gift, too? If you... you probably didn't even know that you could probably make $500,000 a year tax-free if you're married with the FSBO. Well, I mean, that's like... taxes are a little more complicated than that. That's what I'm saying. So, anyways, looking to get a construction loan on my primary home worth $125,000 and you have a mortgage of $670. So it sounds like you should probably just get a HELOC. Yeah. Sounds like you should just be... HELOCs are going to be way easier. Sounds like... Yeah. HELOC's probably going to be a lot easier than that. Than a construction loan. You know? Have you tried the HELOC route, Jerry? If you got that much equity, that's probably going to be the easiest way to do that. For sure. Like, for sure. Like, without a doubt, for sure. You know? Do I know anything about real estate? Your 90-day... Yeah, I know a good deal about real estate. I'm licensed. I am licensed, actually. Been licensed for many, many years. Done my CE a few years. I'm broker eligible. I did all my brokerage courses. I just don't have a need to have my broker license, really. So... Yeah. Take the 90-day course. I don't need to take the 90-day course. I'm already licensed. I'm licensed in Florida. I am licensed in Florida. Been licensed for several years. Several years I've been licensed. What do you think about that, Miami? I'm licensed in Florida, no less. In Florida, no less. I'm licensed. That's a good question, Corey. Have you taken the course, Miami? Oh. Well, you know. There's a lot of uneducated realtors in Florida. I don't know about multimillionaires for sale. Why would a multimillionaire need a real estate license with a for sale by owner sign for $23? I mean, we're talking like two different things here. So, how do you wholesale a property sub 2? I mean, I don't particularly like to do that, but Spokane, Washington Realtor. But I mean, I know how it works. I know how it works for sure. So, is that what you're thinking that you need to do for like a client that you have, or what's the thought? You're not really asking a question, Miami. You're not really actually asking a question. You're just saying that you use a for sale by owner sign. Like, okay, cool. You probably think you're a professional appraiser. And worst of all, the lawyer that can protect people. What? I don't think you really have any idea what I do. If they want to do for sale by owner, then go do for sale by owner. It has nothing to do with me. You have a property under contract that you're wholesaling, and it's a sub 2. And it's a sub 2. Okay. So basically, yeah, you just need to find, have you marketed it? You already have it under contract. It's a sub 2. You just need to market it. Facebook groups are great. Honestly, there's tons of sub 2, like those types of Facebook groups. Like throw it in there. You'll get a buyer for sure, if that's what the deal is. So as a 25-year-old trying to get into real estate, where would you get educated? I don't know. How many ounces have I sold? I've not sold any ounces this year, no. um, so I have a link in my bio to Colibri, that is real estate education that I use website. That is, I've used that for getting my license and for all of my continuing education over the year. I don't know. I don't. What are we asking here? I don't know what we're asking. I'm getting a little bit of fun stuff here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. My links are all broken. No way. Are they really? Well, a lot of people are clicking them today. Was you going to look up my number? Well, that's not on there, that's for sure. Are my links really not working? Now you're making me paranoid. It says that they're working. It's TikTok. Yeah, all my links are working. All my links are working. Oh, they're all working. You can't open them in TikTok from my link tree? I just did it. I just did it. So, anywho, what are we talking about now? Looking up my number. So, you're doing a sub 2 deal. We're just messing with me today, which is cool. It's Monday. All good. You have a sub 2 deal. You don't know what to do with it, but also I don't know what to do with it. So what's the answer? You have it under contract and it's sub 2. Have you found a buyer? Like, that's a good part of it. I suggested a way that you could find a buyer for it. What do we do beyond that? I don't know what exactly we're trying to do. You have it under contract and you're trying to wholesale it. Next step is the buyer, and then help me help you. Help me help you. Help me help you, my friend. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say beyond that. You're still making me paranoid about it not working. It works. It works. You just made me check like 4 different times. I did try it. It works. It works. My goodness. What are we doing? Oh, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. All the links work. Is it best to become a realtor and learn from there, or become a wholesaler and then learn on your own? Well, so I think that being licensed, for one, a lot of states are requiring that you become licensed in order to wholesale. So you kind of get above the curve, or ahead of the curve doing that. So there's that part of it. Also, just doing your licensing just gives you like really fundamental knowledge of how real estate works, normal real estate transactions work. So having a good fundamental baseline of how normal real estate transactions works is pretty good. And honestly, like real estate courses, no worky. It no worky? Why it worky for me? It worky for me. Why it no worky for anybody else? That's crazy. Anyways, So yes, it gives you basic real estate knowledge, and it's a little bit cheaper too. It's a little bit cheaper than other courses out there. So you get fundamental, basic knowledge of how real estate transactions work. You can get your license. You can do other things with your license. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. My wife sent me a video of her with her new man in your house. Wayne Watt, I'm so sorry. I just tried on TikTok and I just tried on TikTok. That's like I'm on my phone doing it. See, like when I do it. See, I do it, I click it, and it goes. What are the pain points you tried to target? Definitely pre-foreclosures, for sure. That's a large one right now. Code violations, inter-family transfers. Then click a link. Then click a link. Yeah, the link works too. All the linkies work for me. I don't know. And it also says that people, like I have the tracking metrics on it too, and it says it's working. It says it's working a lot. It actually says a lot of people. You texted me? Interesting. Weird. That's strange. Interesting. Was this a live where some guy was making a bunch of... Yeah, probably. Innuendos at you? Yeah. Probably. It happens a lot, actually. Ed? My name is Wayne Watt, and I am not having any more. Now you all know. Google me. Okay. Probably. That's normally what happens in here. You laughed hard the whole time? Yeah. Yeah. Well, good. It's not happening so much today. That's okay, though. Oh, well, okay. How thin is the glass in my closet? Super thin. Doggy Drew style. Super, super thin. Probably the thinnest. Probably the thinnest of thin. Hey, thanks for the follow. Redline Rides. Interesting. What does that mean? What is Redline Rides? When did you tell your parents, or did they always know? Well, it kind of occurred. It kind of occurred when me and someone else were exiting the driveway. I was like, hey, here we are. This is what's happening. Custom hot rods. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Awesome. Custom hot rides. Cool, cool. Very cool. Boop. Where do you do that at? Where do you do that at? I am a car guy for sure. For sure, for sure. No, none of that's happened, Ed. None of that happened. It was all just like, whatever. You know? You have a shop in Oregon? Oh, very cool. Oregon. Portland. Zen has lived in Portland for a while. Zen lived in Portland for a very good while. Yeah. That's exactly what I was saying. Boop, 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 boop. Do you think you'll become a real closer when you can close? Oh, Patel's. Yeah. Yeah. Enough said. Yep. Not to be like that, but That's a fun one for sure. Yeah, that's a fun one for sure. Don't disagree with you. That is definitely a fun one. Definitely, especially too, I don't know, when you encounter them in distress situations too, it's also very interesting. Very interesting. Yes, it is a, it's a, yeah, it's a challenge. It's a good challenge. Closer to money. Oregon City. Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, also, like, you know, it's a last name. Yes. Last name. Last name. Last name that, where they like to negotiate, where it's very common that they like lots of negotiation and fun. In fun ways they like to negotiate. You know? That's the deal. That is the dealio. That is the dealio with them. But yes. Well, yes, that too. That's common. Like I was saying though, like when you encounter them, hi Wag, how are you? Happy Monday! Happy Monday! Yeah. Do. Yes. When you encounter them in distress situations too, the negotiation becomes even more fun. Galaxy, yes, always pushy for the Galaxy. One a day. How's the real estate? It's a Monday in real estate. Let's see. You know, just fun stuff. Fun stuff. Fun new things every day. I got like 2 counter offers on things that were just like already declined by the same people, which was fun. I'm like, yeah, no, we already did that. You know, lots of talk with business partner Kelly up in the Massachusetts area. She, yeah, and I are gonna restructure some stuff. I love you too, Corey. Love you too. Do. Oh, you meant bye. Okay. Bye too. Good to see you. Good to see you. I will catch you on one of your lives for sure. The next time. Am I doing any flips right now? No, not right now. I'm gonna start once I get into Dallas, for sure. Am I an agent? I am an agent, and I do my own thing. I really don't do too much agenty stuff. I will stay out of trouble. I'll do my best to stay out of trouble, for sure. Yeah. You know, I don't do too much. I do lots of investment real estate, wholesale investment real estate off market. But so there's very little that I do on market today. So, but yes, flips. I'll be doing more flips once I get to Dallas. That's one of the big parts of going to Dallas for me. A little bit better flip market in their bigger metro. So a little bit of a more control group kind of thing. So Pitt, watching Pitt, yeah, Pitt's good. The Pit is good for sure. The Pit is good. I don't know that the last one I watched. What was? Yeah, that guy was like scalped kind of on his head. That was. I mean, they show some gnarly stuff on there. Like it's graphic. It's some graphic stuff on there. You've been seeing a lot of wholesalers on TikTok lately. Yep, that's why I'm on here. That's why I'm here. You know, join the group. Offer a little different perspective, you know, to the whole deal. For sure. To the whole dang deal. Hi, Nico. What's happening, my friend? Oh, no Nico, stay in. Okie dokie. But yes, lots of wholesalers on TikTok. Out here, trying to offer another perspective on all that. So, definitely, definitely. Anything commercial lately? No, not lately, honestly. Not lately. Nothing lately on the commercial side. Just, there's like something like a development thing that somebody was talking to me about the other day has to come through at some point. You know, is it worth getting into or is it saturated? I think it's worth getting into. Absolutely. I think it's definitely. You're back, Matt. Welcome back, my friend. How goes is it? I missed you. It's been too many days without you. There's always going to be more houses. That's right, Wag. Thank you for the heart, me. Appreciate you. Yes. Yes. I know. No pressure, Matt. No pressure, Matt. You ended up in the hospital? Oh, no. What happened? We don't like that. We do not like that. Oh, due to the curved chimney. Interesting. I mean, was it fun? Was it a fun way to get... Waggas, thank you for the GG. Why is his voice so high? Just how it is, my friend. Yeah, was it a fun way? You know? Oh, they gave you more of the blue chews. Cool. Very cool. Oh, it was in the hotel. Do you work with one buyer or do you have many buyers? Yes, many buyers. Many buyers, for sure. Not just one. Many buyers over the years. Over the years. So. Hi, what's up? What CRM do I use? I use ReSimply. There's a link in my bio to ReSimply because I like them. I used them for several years. All sorts of stuff in ReSimply. I love ReSimply. So, you know, you've been learning wholesale real estate lately. Very cool. We like that. What have you learned, Only Big Moose, about wholesale real estate? What have you been learning? We like that a lot. GG for Matt in the hospital with the curved chimney. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Solid. You just started the CRM all-in-one tool for wholesalers? Okay. Is it the REI funnel? Okay. Let's look at it. REIFUNNEL.com. All right, let's see what we got. Verifying that I'm a browser. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. Let's see. I've been learning about contract, finding a buyer and seller, bringing them together. So basically, you're the middleman. Yes. No bot scrapers. Interesting. Oh, is this what that thing was doing? Huh. Cool. That's what I like to hear. You need some repairs to your chimney. Wow, is that... Yeah. Scaffolding. Find some appropriate scaffolding for sure. Is what we're getting at. Yes. Okay. That's cool. It's got contracts. All the contracts are already in there? Okay. Do. Pricing will be adjusted when all versions are dropping entry this week. Okay. Gotcha. Get some state inspectors on it? Yeah, call code violations for the chimney. Call on the code enforcement office for the chimney for sure. That's a good idea. Yeah. Oh goodness. Funny. Yeah. Inspections. What makes the world go round? Keeps me in business, I guess. Inspections. It's a big part of my business model is inspections, for sure. Girlfriend permission for working overtime. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. So, I think something got filtered out because I just got an asterisk. I just got a spelling correction. If you do start wholesaling, Only Big Moose. So where do you want to start? What market do you want to start in, Only Big Moose? What area are you going to look to do this in? What are you thinking? Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Jose Ram. Gypsum. I hope I catch some fish. Well, thank you. Whoop. Whoop. Thank you, Gypsum. Appreciate that. Fishy. Here, fishy. Here, fishy. Oh, fishies. Goodness. You thinking of buying a car on Temu? Beep. I mean, I'm sure you can get like a couple $100. $200 you could get one on Temu for sure. They come in it. There's like that one guy on YouTube that was like getting them out of crates and stuff like that. Like the fake Rams, the fake, what should we call it? Yeah. Yeah. The fake Ram trucks, all sorts of stuff. DSCR loans, do I know about them? I sure do know about DSCR loans. Absolutely. What do you want to know about DSCR loans? Wags underwears on Temu? I'm sure there's probably someone claiming that they're Wags underwear on Temu. I wouldn't doubt that for a bit. I wouldn't doubt that there's someone claiming that there's Wags underwear on Temu for sure. I do know. I do know about DSCR loans. I like DSCR loans a lot. Big fan of DSCR loans. Do. What do we want to know, Alaya, about DSCR loans? What do we want to know? Do. When wholesalers say they're wanting proof of funds, when wholesalers say they are wanting proof of funds before doing anything with you, but using DSCR, well, I mean, like DSCR, they should give you a pre-approval letter, essentially. Pre-approval letters. Um, Pre-approval letters definitely work in lieu of proof of funds. So that would be in lieu. A pre-approval letter would be in lieu of proof of funds if you're using a DSCR. So as far as wholesalers go too, they are going to be a little weary maybe of DSCR on wholesaler side because of the time to close. So whatever DSCR lender you're using needs to have like a really short timeline to close, like a 14-day timeline to close. So definitely, I don't know if the DSCR lender that you have now has the ability to close that quickly, but as far as wholesalers go, they're going to want a very quick closing. So that may be why they're kind of a little wee. And I know some people will even go as far as to say, well, close it in cash first and then do your DSCR on your own. So, hi Brantley, how are you? Good to see you. But yeah. So if they go kind of that route on you, that's when you just need to be like, hey, no, my DSCR lender will close quickly. So that may be kind of what they're fishing at when they talk like that, because they just want to close the deal quickly. So your pre-approval letter will work for that. Proof of funds, but again, they just may want to know that you can close it cash and then do it on your own. So, but if not, then just be like, yo, no, my DSCR lender will close quickly. Get it done, quick. Quickie. You know, sometimes we just want a quickie. That's all. Oh, my terrible connection. My IT guy is coming tomorrow. Thank goodness. Hopefully I'll have some resolution on that. You know? But hey. Probably just going to cost me a bunch of money. And still have crazy internet. That's not cool. Boo. Well, hello, Dispo Dom. And yeah. But Matt, does he do chimneys? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. I wish there was more that he could do. But not too much. Not too much in reality. In reality. Did you really go to the hospital, Matt? Did you really? Is he really okay? Whee! Oh, yeah. Okay. Good deal. As long as you're okay. Just checking. Just checking that you's okay. Do. Bow! Do. Boo. Oh, goodness. Goodness. What else is going on this Monday? I don't know if I told you, like, last... Jonathan, all Dream Team program CA. All for Dream Program CA. Dream Program CA? What is Dream Program CA? The Dream for All Shared Appreciation Loan Down Payment Closing Cost Assistance Program. Oh, cool. Very nice. I'm not in California, but still cool. First time home buyer stuff. Yeah. Nice stuff. Good stuff. Sounds like good stuff. Hey there. I'm sorry to bother, but do we need a ride home or are we just riding in your driveway? Ha 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 ha. Hi, Gio. How are you? Hello, hello. Oh, goodness. I don't know. That came out of nowhere. Matt, out of nowhere. Driveway. What? The only way I could do that is if you wanted me to, I could come and pick it up out and then I can go. Oh goodness. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about. I think I missed a piece in that. If I make 80K a year salary, how much would I get approved for? What's the interest rate here? I'm not a licensed mortgage lender. I am a licensed real estate agent in Florida. So I am a little out of the loop on that. You have a 744 credit score. Okay. Okay. Also, like, has to do with things like your debt to income ratio, other bills you got, and stuff like that too. So, you know, the most common type is a single cell or single chromosome or an individual chromosome. Nice, cool, 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 cool. Hey, you could use some advice. I'm wanted to buy your first rental unit. Can I tell you your situation? Sure. Work it. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate you. I will work it, girl, for sure. Uh do 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 do. What's the situation, Gio? Let's figure it out. I'm trying my luck with this, and it doesn't matter how hard you are. You don't need a mask? Okay. Always try your luck, for sure. I always recommend trying your luck. What 10 out of 10 would recommend trying your luck. I do it somewhat regularly, trying my luck. Sometimes to no success, but still try. So I don't know what to do with myself anymore. I just want to be able to be with you and be with you. Okay, cool. Nice. Ah! Okay, so my parents are allowing me to get some of their home equity as long as I pay them back. Okay? You're going to use some of their home equity as long as you pay them back. So, and you want to do a rental unit. So, do you live at home now? Is that the deal? Because the first thing that like a lender for an investment property is going to do is they're going to want to verify that you're living somewhere, like, and that you're not going to end up living in this investment property because it's an investment. It's for investment purposes, so they want to make sure that you're really going to use it for investment purposes. So that's an important thing to know. Like, your residence is established somewhere. And I'm guessing if parents are involved, maybe it's with parents, which is fine. Which is fine. That just needs to be clarified. Okay. Yes, you live with my parents. Would it be smart to use? Would it be smart to use it for a down payment? If if they're letting you do it, and you want to do it, sure. House money to house money. I don't think that's outside of. I don't think that's outside of normal. You know, people do it all the time. People do it all the time. Matt, do we need to talk outside of live? We can do that if we need to. Um, yes. So, where do you live, Geo? Where do you live, Geo? Um, like, you want a rental in town? What area are we looking at? For sure. You know. You live in Arkansas? Cool. You're at my door. I'm at my office right now. I'm at my office right now, Matt. You come to the office real quick? Come to the office real quick. So you live in Arkansas. Okay. So basically, equity on a rental property, they're going to want, for purchases, they're going to want 15% down on the rental property. So that is why no one's answering yes, because I'm here at the office. I do this from my office. I do this from my office. Honestly, if I did it from my house, the internet probably would be better, but, you know. Do I need to look at my security cams at the house? There's no one at the door. I'm looking at my security cameras. There's no one there. Yes. So 15% down is the deal. 15% down is the deal on the investment properties. And yeah. And you just got to find the right one that's going to cash flow. Again, those DSCR mortgages, thank you for liking the live. The DSCR mortgages are debt service coverage ratio. So your debt is the mortgage and the coverage would be the rent. So as long as the rent covers the mortgage, then you're good to go on DSCR. And you have the down payment, so you're all set. You just got to find the right rental property. And yes, Matt is true. Short-term rentals do have a lot more cash flow than the long-term rentals. It's just a matter of how much you want to manage that, you know. It just determines on how much you want to manage that for sure, like actively, or if you just want to be a little bit more passive with a long-term rental. Those are two things to consider on how you want to be a landlord. Arkansas, Airbnb in Arkansas, you know, maybe somewhere in the Ozarks or something, maybe. Again, you got to think about where touristy stuff would be in order for a short-term rental to make sense. So, or, you know, maybe a bigger metro area too, if you're close to Little Rock or other big metros like that. Short-term rental could work, possibly. So, that's the thing. That's the thing. Oh, Matt. Oh, Matt. What's up? Just closed on my house on March 24th. Congratulations on closing on your house on March 24th. First one? You're going to live in it? Or is it an investment? What's the dealio? Where's it at? What state is it in? What's the thought? Congratulations, for sure. For sure, for sure. New houses are always awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yes, first one. No one. I live in it, and it's in Colorado. Cool. I used to live in Colorado years ago. Years and years ago. That's awesome. First home, first house that you live in. That's very cool. Should you have some sort of emergency fund or repair fund for the property? If so, how much? Well, you live in Colorado for a couple days. Oh, wow. So it depends, Gio. I would say it really depends, like, on the house that you're looking at. So you'll know, like, major mechanical stuff. The roof has this many years left. AC has this many years left. Plumbing has this many years left. Like, all that stuff, you'll know with the house. You're still in high school. Gotcha. So you'll need your parents' assistance for sure. But when it comes to that, you'll know with the house, the outline, the outlook, because everything has kind of a timeline. So your budget for repairs and so on are going to really come from the deal itself. How new all these big items are is really gonna determine how big your budget needs to be. So if it's like a fully brand new renovated house with everything's brand new, then you don't need so much stuff. So that's true. Matt is still dealing with that. So retired at 50, selling house in SoCal, moving to Nashville, close to family. Plan on renting while we... That's a very good idea. Rent that thing out for sure. Rent that house. House hack or flip for the first deal? So house hack, I would house hack first because a lot of flip loans are going to want to see that you have a primary residence first. So like square the primary residence away before doing flips for sure, because they're gonna want to know about that. So what's the lowest interest rate you've seen for a mortgage? I mean, lately someone talked like a 4.9, but there's a new construction house that they really incentivized the rate on. So where should you park your equity from a sale? High yield savings? That's a temporary park for sure. It's a good place to temporary park it. I mean, I think if you got equity from sale, you put it into another rental for sure. I think that's a good plan. I think that's a good plan. Personally. HVAC 2 weeks, roof 1 year. 3.9. Good for you. 3.9's awesome. 30 years. Yeah, they incentivized that rate for you. Good for you, man. You have one under contract, 250 ARV. 325. Oh, sorry. For 250, ARV is 250 divided by 325. Okay. Only needs to do carpet. It's a little expensive, Cole. Where's it at? It's a little expensive, Cole. Where's it at, though? Sounds a little expensive. Oh, and you got a buy down, too. Wow, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. I lost my internet connection, so I lost all my viewers. Dang. What is going on, Starlink? Is it raining? Obstructed. My Starlink is partially obstructed. Why is it partially obstructed? Why is it partially obstructed? View obstructions? Well, that doesn't tell me anything. That's just a globe of dots. I'm more worried about finding the deal and managing the property. You got any advice on that? Finding the deal? Yeah, finding the deal is the most important thing. Try and find maybe an off-market. Investorlift.com is a marketplace for off-market deals. So you can find better deals on InvestorLift than you would on the market. Managing the property. If you're concerned about managing the property, then I would consider hiring a property manager, because property managers can be relatively inexpensive on long-term rentals. Somewhere like maybe 5% of a month to, that's kind of a thing. So, and you can afford that sometimes. You can afford property management if you're concerned with that. And you can do it for just maybe the first year too, and then just to learn and see what they do as a property manager before you're comfortable doing it on your own. So, who is buyers in Wisconsin? I mean, I have a help dispo the deal link in my bio. If you need help dispoing the deal, there's a link in the bio and you can submit it through there. So, how can I get real estate in Antarctica so I can be on all 7 continents? I am not familiar with Antarctica real estate, sadly. Not familiar. Cannot help. Seeds? Really? Seeds is a good possibility, I guess. I don't know. InvestorLift. Yep, that's correct. InvestorLift is a good site to find off-market deals. People like wholesalers publish Their wholesale deals on investorlift.com. What what seeds? Yeah. That's a good question. That's a good question, Wag. What kind of seeds are best for Arctic real estate? Pumpkin seeds? I say pumpkin seeds. Is it pumpkin seeds? Pumpkin seeds. I think it's pumpkin seeds. They have seed banks. Oh, that's a smarter answer. That's a smarter answer. Yeah. That's probably a legitimate answer. All right. Fair. Fair. Yes. The seed banks that will survive all of the apocalypses of the world. No comedy. Yeah, no comedy that time. I mean, I just can't say apocalypses. Apocalypses. That's the only funny part I can bring to that. That's really sad. I really should be able to say that, I think. Let's try it. Now the pressure's on. Now I'm in my head. Any good real estate stories? Oh, good ones. Well, there was a lady that was in a really moldy house, and she was super kooky, and I, of course, because I'm the one that deals with the kooky cookies, but after we got the deal done, and I finally just talked her through the cookies, she called me back months later and was like, "You saved my brain. I've had so much clarity now since I've gotten out of the house. That house was probably in me. Thank you." I'm like, "Well, you sound a lot better for sure. You sound a lot better actually. So I'm glad that you've gotten out of that situation and your brain's better. It's good stuff." So that was a good story. I like that story. That's one of my favorite stories. Another lady really liked me. She gave me a little stuffed moose. I liked that. That was fun too. She's like, "Just because you're so nice." She gave me a little stuffed moose. I was like, "Okay." That was fun. And I was like, "Okie dokie." What other fun stuff? I liked the stuffed moose. It was completely random. Nope, just a little stuffed moose. I wonder if I have a picture of it. I probably do. Hold on. I wonder if I kept a picture of it. Hold on. It's probably going into probably going into a set of pictures that I have not been in quite some time, but that's okay. Where's my moose? Where's my moose at? Shoo, Dimmest ducks. I got Jeep ducks from Jeep Duck time. Where's my moose? Oh, that was in the Torag. That was pre-Jeep. The moose was in the Torag. It was pre-Jeep Duck times. Pre-Jeep. Are we seeing more short sales than last year? Jimmy? Yes, Jimmy. I believe short sales, the people that are actually wanting to do the work on short sales, I believe that there are more coming. Again, there's a lot of people that are just not actually wanting to do the transactions. Hey, there's a moose. It had little antlers. Yes, I do drive a Duramax now because I had a Jeep Wrangler 4xe, and it stopped working at the 12th month of ownership. Done. Which is partially why I got a Duramax, because I was like, I forget this. I'm going to get something that's not gonna not work anymore. Because that was like, lemon law was the worst thing to go through on a $70,000 12-month-old car. Just absolute pain. Like, and they just could never figure out what was wrong with it. Months later, I'm like, all right, bye. Bye. So yeah, after that, I gave it time. And then after that, I was just like, all right, I'm getting a diesel, and it's not gonna not have problems. That's kind of why I went hard. Hi, Alex. So I went hard into diesel. I was like, all right. Hello, Alex. Happy Monday to all the California people waking up. Oh my gosh, thank you for the rose. Much appreciated. Oh my gosh, and more finger hearts. Yes. The Jeep was no longer Jeeping. So, crazy week. I know, I haven't even seen you in a week. Thank you for the Go Pops. All the gifts is coming in from all the Cali peepers. I should get a Tesla. Oh, wag. I think Teslas are a little plain. So, thanks. Yeah, I still don't have my Galaxy for the day. I think Teslas are a little plain. I mean, they drive good. My dad has an e-tron, the Audi e-tron. That's pretty cool. I like that. I've taken that a few times. And my dad actually has a original Roadster Tesla, actually. And he tracks it. Actually, we did that a couple weeks ago. A Porsche, yeah. Yep. I'm a big Porsche fan, for sure. A Porsche. I was gonna get. Thank you for liking live. I really was thinking about getting a Cayenne because my Touareg is like. I had a Touareg. I've had multiple Touaregs. And the Touareg and the Porsche Cayenne are the same, but they don't have Touaregs over here anymore. They have them only in Europe. So I was gonna get a Cayenne, but then also I'm like, I'm not showing up in the ghetto in a Cayenne. So again, that's kind of just why the truck happened after the Jeep. Again, after the Jeep stopped working. You know? Cayenne. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. That's not the funnest thing to drive. Plaid? Yeah. It is. It is for sure. I think they're just plain. I think Wag, do you have Teslas? They're fast, but they're just kind of plain. I don't know. I actually built the other day. I built a Taycan. Turbo S. So, you're a realtor in Northwest Arkansas. Cool. Nice, Oscar. You have two. My family's from Northeast Arkansas, Jonesboro area. My cousin was lieutenant governor. He ran for governor a few times. So I got lots of family in Arkansas. You got two of the Plaids? We were just talking about Arkansas. That is correct, Daisy. Not you. Oh, Alex had to dip. He texted me. Acreage, yes. Lived in Poplar Bluff for like 15 years? Really? Oh, Missouri, that's close, yes. Yes. Yeah, Daisy, we got that big old development project going in Arkansas. For sure. One S Plaid, one base model Y. They're just plain to me. They're just plain. I can't get over that. Honestly. I like the German stuff. And honestly, my truck is super nice. My truck is actually one of the nice... I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. I never had a Chevrolet before, but I'm pretty happy with it. I really am. It actually did a software. I was kind of worried. It did a soft. Yeah, German cars for sure. German cars for sure. If they had more diesels and German stuff again, I know VW messed that up, but VW messed that up. VW messed that up for me for sure. But I had a diesel Touareg. I had a diesel Jetta. My dad had a diesel Jetta. I ordered a diesel Audi, and of course it got stuck at the port in the middle of the Dieselgate thing. Hi, you has a question. I has an answers. It can be about cars or about real estate, whatever we want to do, for sure. What be your question? Hey, thank you for the hand hearts. That's awesome. Whee! Oh my gosh, hand hearts, on hand hearts, on hand hearts. How many cars I got? I just have the Duramax right now. I've had lots of cars. I've had lots of cars though. I was rolling through cars for a while. But I don't know. I may get something else. Cuz it's really, I don't know. I need something sporty in my life again. I don't know. I was looking at a Taycan, building a Taycan. I don't know. Maybe something to keep in Texas. But at the same time, I'm probably gonna, a weekender. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like that. But I don't know. Lots of other things to do. Lots of other things to do for sure. Did we lose the question? We lost the question. That's okay. Up and coming. Yeah. I mean, the diesel's got good torque, though. I really drive it not like I should drive it. What's my lead gen strategy? My lead gen strategy is to work on cold lead sources. Cold lead sources like pre-foreclosures, code violations, probate deals, nothing inbound, just working through that raw data, because I typically find too that honestly a lot of things come from distress indicators. There's normally some combination of some other things happening. Even when I've seen inbound stuff, there's normally some other stuff. You got the radar stuff too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That my truck is big. That's one thing I really didn't expect when I got it. It's rather large. It's rather large, and I really am not great at parking it either. It's very difficult to park just in parking spots. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sal. I appreciate you. Not to be about that. I mean, I got it because I get like 26 miles to the gallon around town, and it's really I was like, all right, I got fuel mileage and I've got utility. Cool. But it is difficult to park. Do I buy properties? If I really, really, really like them, and I really, really don't have to do a lot with them, Logan. They got to be really easy paint and floor stuff. I can wholesale it. Help you wholesale it. That's the deal. What about you? What is your deal, Logan? What you do up to? What you doing? Perfect. Glad you're here. Okay. What we got? Logan Owens? What's we got? What are we thinking about? Wholesale. Nice. I got a link in my bio. Help me dispo your deal. Or help you dispo my deal. No, wait. What am I doing on there, on that link? Yes. I help you dispo your deal. Link in bio. That's what it is. That's what the link is. My bad. But tell me about it. What's going on? It's one of those things, There's links in there. There's links in there. They do things. I don't know. I just set it up and run the show. 3-bed, 2-bath, Treasure Lake, PA. Gated community. Needs floors and paint. Does it need more than floors and paint? PA is a bit far from me. Do you have any information on putting LLC to acquire rental properties with DSCR structure? Oh, yeah. I know all that stuff. Link in bio gets you set up with DSCR lender if you don't have a DSCR lender. I mean, I would start with the DSCR lender first before you do the LLC because that's really quick, easy to do. You can do that in the process of your DSCR loan. So that's pretty, LLCs. And I would do the LLC yourself, depending on what state the property's in, all that good stuff. It's pretty easy to do yourself. You just go to the state website of the state that you're in and boop, 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 But yeah, start with the DSCR. You're a noob? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Don't feel bad about being a noob. That's why I'm here. Thank you, Wag. Appreciate you saying that. And thank you for the follow, Logan. Thank you for the follow, Logan. That's so nice, too. Yes. But, yes. DSCR lending link is in my bio. It goes to Daisy. That's why Daisy's like, because it's Daisy's firm that gets us all set up with DSCR lending. Great firm that Daisy is with. So he has blessed us with his presence because of his Batman-like backstory. Batman? Yeah, I mean, I guess. Kind of Batman, real estate-ish, kind of Batman. I don't know. You really want to get a DSCR loan to acquire a rental property. It's your goal. My backstory? My real estate backstory? My real estate backstory? Well, it's funny, like, actually, backstory. Like, if we, like, actually want to say backstory, like, front and center. So, my grandpa actually traded a tiny apartment complex in Minnesota for a tiny apartment complex down here in Fort Myers several years ago because he fell off the roof of the barn at the farm and he hurt his back. And so his doctor at the time said he needed to move to a warmer climate. So he did a little switcheroo, swappy swap, apartment complex to apartment complex. And then my dad's family moved down here. And started the whole thing. So I'm working on it. You have good credit. Need more assets, liquid. Okay. My Starlink. See, this is one thing. Starlink is not working right for me. Again, my IT guy is coming tomorrow. Starlink is obstructed. I don't know by the globe. Anyways. So I don't know if we heard much of the backstory. Houses in my area are minimum 400 to 500K with taxes roughly starting at 8K. Lost all of his... No. Oh, are you better off relocating? You'll be my IT guy? So, it depends on what you can afford. Blah, 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 blah. Depends on what you can afford and what you think. I mean, if you want to move to a cheaper market, then there are cheaper markets than that for sure. How competitive is it being in real estate? It's competitive. There was one guy that was in here at the beginning of this live stream who was extremely insistent that it's better to just do things for sale by owner. And there's no point to doing real estate licensing at all. So, so yeah, it's competitive for sure. But you just got to find your niche and run in it. Lost all of his real estate properties in an alley shooting. Yeah. I mean, that's closer to the Batman. I don't know. I went backstory because my grandpa on his back thing is kind of how something started. So, first sale by owner. Yes, that's true. That is true too. Competition depends on the market. California is very competitive. Yes. All you LA people, welcome back, Alex. Glad you found some internet connection. You found the internet connection and mine went away. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Oh, Matt. Matt's just hanging out in the background. Whose birthday? Wait a minute. We got birthdays coming up, don't we? Where are we at birthday-wise? Where are we at in the birth? Is Daisy's? Daisy is tomorrow, right? Daisy? Where are we in the birthday troop? And then Alex is in a few more days. Daisy's tomorrow. Daisy's tomorrow. I knew it. All right, we're almost there. See. Okay. All right. I'm not off yet, so there we go. I'm just gonna have to set a reminder. I'm gonna set a reminder. No, I'm gonna call you. Well, I'll text you. You probably got way more plans, Daisy, than to call me. You got way more plans probably than Daisy. Daisy's birthday is tomorrow. Save. Happy birthday, Daisy. Exactly. Almost. Crazy week, Friday. Whoa! Like the Corolla or the truck? It's Tuesday and it's... Okay. It's for the... Okay. I will call you on your birthday for the money. For the money. Woo! Okay. Which thing blew it up? Woo! The Corolla alternator overnight one from Japan. Dang. It alternated the incorrect way. Isn't that how that works? It alternated one way and then it alternates another way and then it's gone. I don't know. Probably not a good thing to make a joke about. Hi. How many follow-up calls have I made today? I'm not really on the phone, my friend. And people on the team are on the phone for me. I've made a lot of calls today, for sure. Just go. No. What about you? What are you up to, Luis? What's your deal? I was on the phone. How many hours was I on the phone today? Too many hours. I was on the phone too many hours today, if I'm honest. It just stopped working, made it home right after filling up. Oh no. $70 gas. Just stuck in there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, what are we doing? We had some real estate talk, catching up talk. It's back working. Doing another offer. Nice. Flippy flippies. More flippy flippies. Competitive real estate market that you are in. Oh. More rentals. Always building up the rentals. Ah, la, 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 la. Hit the wrong button. My bad. I have a message request. Logan didn't do the link. Well, interest rate on the hard money lending is a different thing for sure. I mean, sub 10 is Sub 10 is normally like you've done a lot. So with the hard money loans for the fix and flip side, you get the better rates and stuff when you have experience, like over 3. So with the less experience, you're probably going to be maybe closer, right above the 10 plus mark, honestly. But not to say there's not some that you can get, but the majority of them are going to be a little over 10. As you go up in experience, they lower the rate for you because really they're hedging your risk on how experienced you are with flips. So visiting guy found out, oh no, we don't like that. We don't like that, C, for sure. That's no good. You know. Need experience? Yeah. Yeah. For the better rates. So like, not that you can get, again, they're going to base the rate on experience level. So the more you do, the cheaper it gets. So the more you have done. They're looking at also like in a 3-year period. You haven't been in there. Yeah, that's okay. Things happen, man. You're all good. We survive. I survived the live. For sure. Somehow I did. Somehow I did. I don't know. Friday, I only did like an hour Friday. I was like zonked on Friday. I think, did I talk to you, Daisy, on Friday? I was like, I was dragging by Friday day. I was like, I'm exhausted. So I only did like an hour. And then I was like, okay, I'm out. I'm out. Yes, but back to normal scheduled. I slept all day yesterday. I slept all day yesterday. So I'm back in aliveness for sure. I slept. That was good. I needed that. I don't know if you can tell in my eyes. I know, Matt. Plus, you weren't keeping me awake. That's for sure. Yeah. Whatever. Is it just us in here? So. Well. Well, dang. Why didn't you say that when Wag was in here? That would have gotten Wag all excited. Oh my goodness. Oh, Wag. Hey, thanks for liking live. Appreciate you. Wag. 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 Interesting. Hey, thanks for tapping the screen. We like tapping the screen. No, it's okay. We lost Daisy. We lost Daisy. That's okay. Daisy. But yeah. No, Matt's just fine. Matt's been a little quiet today. It's okay. He went to my house during the live stream. And I wasn't there because I'm at the office. So we don't need to mute Matt. That's fine. He interacted with Wag a little bit today. That's cool. I interacted with Wag a little bit today in the live. That was fun. We got Alex back. We got Daisy. Daisy's like probably pre-birthday partying right now is really what's happening. You know? Hi, you're just starting out. Any tips? All the tips that you could possibly need. I can be of assistance. Nautica Marie. Where are you starting at? What are you doing local around you? Or are you doing virtual? What are your thoughts? Well, the most important thing is that Matt gets me a steak here in the next few weeks. For sure. You're local right now? Okay, cool. Well, I will say as you're starting out, do some door knocking for sure because your best conversions happen in person, right? Especially as you're starting out. Your phone skills aren't all the way there because you're new, but you can accomplish a little bit more handling someone face to face than you can over the phone. Like, so my kind of would say you start talking to somebody on the phone, like you've made a connection, you've established, my name's Marie with do, and then follow it up with the door knock for sure. That's going to go a long way, and there's not a lot of people that do that in this whole deal. So it's going to set you apart. But also, as you're new, it's easier to have the conversation in person. And if there's something you don't know, you can just be like, hey, I need to research that. Like, I didn't bring my laptop with me. Can I get back to you tomorrow? Like, it's also a good way to like, push out things that you don't know either. But it's natural because you're there in person. You can't always. But if you're on the phone, they're going to expect you to just like rip and rip and rip that information like a crazy person. So that would be my tip in starting out, especially since you're doing it local. And I think that's a great thing to do. So yeah, that's my thought on that. Yep. What else is going on? Yes, Matt's got a lot of steak to buy. Of course. I'm here every weeknight, so if you ever have questions, I'm here. If you want to follow me, I'm here. I'm just here helping people walk through it. You had to restart? That's okay. What state are you in? Dreaming of steak? Nice. Very nice. Do 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 do. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's been a while since I've had some steak. It has been a good little while since I've had some steak. For sure. Oh, wow. We are... Whoa, 13. Whoa, wait. Daisy steak tomorrow. You steak the 9th. Nope, 13th. 13th. Almost. 13th. Monday. I'm on a Monday this year, right? I'm on a Monday this year. All the daddies. Daisy's honorary daddy. Uh. Yeah, weren't we supposed to change something? Where's the other one that you were supposed to change? Where's the good boy? Where's the good boy? Weren't we going to change the good boy? Is it time to change the good boy account? Love. Where's the good boy account? That's what I want to see. Yeah, because it made it. So it's got to be a week because it made it to the, it made it to the clip reel. It's like I'm a week out on clips and it made it through. So it should be at time. Do. I mean, there's a lot people will do for steak. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot people will do for steak. You know? Definitely. 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 How much is decent steak in Florida? Don't make me look at the Warren menu. It's really gonna... You may look at the Warren menu on my phone? Here. Warren. Oh, goodness. Oh my God. Warren. Warren of Naples. The dinner menu. Oh my God, I love this. Oh, you know I haven't had. They have Wagyu meatloaf. Guess how much the Wagyu meatloaf is at Warren? You want to start there? You want to start at what the Wagyu meatloaf is at Warren? You want to know how much that is? That's a good. That'll set the scene about what's about to happen. Somebody guess how much the meatloaf is. Wagyu is insane. Someone guess how much the Wagyu meatloaf is, though. What are my thoughts about Century 21 affiliated for new agents? Well, Century 21's a big name. Century 21's a big name. I think it's really all about the team in which you work in on Century 21. Yeah, I'm glad that we got that. I'm glad we waited a week for that username for sure. Goodness. So the Wagyu yeah, so look how red I am. Gosh. 7 more days for a new one. Mondays. Cool. The Wagyu meatloaf is $45. The Wagyu meatloaf is $45. So they have a New York strip Jasper, Phoenix MS9. New York strip Jasper, Phoenix MS9 Plus, $140. A ribeye, $88. Ribeye is $88. He is cheap. That's all it takes. I am surprisingly, Daddy, I am surprisingly cheap in some ways. It's $55 out here. But Warren is so good. So good. And it's Naples. Naples is like one of the craziest, most expensive places in the country. It's $55 out here. Where's the $55? Splatter. Yeah, splatter shields are necessary. Splatter shields could be necessary. What? Daisy. My mouth is watering and you got a Band-Aid. Where's Casey? We haven't seen Casey in a while for Daisy. You know? Is his headset on too tight? Yeah. Nah. Oh, goodness. Share some. He's the ex-husband already. Yeah. Casey went to ex-husband status really quick, for sure. That's what you'll do later? She moved in. Oh, she moved on. Okay. Moving in is different. Hi, how are you? We're not doing very much real estate related stuff at the moment. Where he been? I don't know. I haven't seen him. I think he did pop in. He popped in one day last week, very, very briefly. This took a left turn fast. Yes. Yes. I requested it, though. I did request it. You're moving out? You're moving out of Casey's? Yeah. The in and out, parking lot got a little too crowded with Casey's trailer. Nice to see you too, of course. Sorry we're not doing, we're messing around. It's Monday. We're just messing around. It's on Monday. Wee. Yes. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's good. Hi, Jay. Yes. You know, it's weird. It's weird too how the days go. Some of the really serious stuff, less serious stuff. Mondays are typically now being the least whatchamacallit. The last Monday, I don't know if I said this, but last Monday's live stream, YouTube was like, no. YouTube did the algorithm analysis, and it was like, yeah, no, you said too much stuff. I got like a little orange worn triangle on that live stream. It was like, nah. It's like, nah, man. I was like, okay, I delete this one. You have I got the drawer, dude. Don't even. I got the drawer, and then some things don't even fit in the drawer, so I don't even know what to tell you about that. Give it back. Give what back? The things that don't fit in the drawer? What are we... Alright, we lost everybody else. That's great. Yeah. Right. The thing in the drawer. It's a whole drawer. It's a whole drawer, okay? It's not... Maybe I shouldn't be so honest on here. You know, maybe I shouldn't be so honest on here, but whatever. It's all good. This is just going to be another one of those lives that it's going to be a yeah, a chest is probably a good thing to invest in. Like I said, there's some things that just don't fit in there anymore, so, you know. I would bring it back cleaned off. That's what I was going to say, Alex. I was going to say, like, you got to season. It's like a good cast iron skillet. You got to leave some seasoning on some stuff. Oh. The patina, yes. Like a good cast iron skillet. You catch anything? So you wouldn't, I would have to clean it so you don't catch anything? What does that say? Right. Same thing. Yes. Blackstone's cast iron too. Same principle applies. Same principles. Well, it is, the username is Zane's Dirty Little Toys, so assumably it would actually have everything that I have. It's technically, probably, sort of, right? So if Matt came back in the chat, maybe we can have a different conversation, but... He said germs. I don't know. The little bumps around the mouth. Oh, you know. I feel for anyone joining. Yeah, TikTok's like, absolutely not. No one joins this anymore. TikTok's like, no. No, no. We're not doing this. Yeah. Oh, they went after... Okay. Getting used to that. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. It's... I mean... It cost you an ER visit. Oh, gosh. I'm that toxic? Am I that toxic that it needs to go to the ER? Golden goo? What's golden goo? Who dat? Alright, now we Alrighty. Sounds good. Oh. So yeah. Nice. Yeah, why are we pinning that? Why are we pinning that comment? Okay, thank you. Yes. It may be best to put the toy away for the night. It may be best to put the toy away for the night. That's fair. Fair, fair. Fair. All the new viewers coming in are like, eh. No, don't be sorry. You know? Anyways, 6 bed, 3... Oh! Nice. That's big. You had to reinvest myself? No, I'm glad we, now we have a new Monday tradition. We have a new Monday tradition. I like it. I'm down for it. 6 bed, 3 bath on an acre. 70% of ARV? I don't know. California's a bit, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm looking at 1 bed, me and you 2 baths I want to take with you. 300 to 370 ARV. 300 sale. Woo. But for a rental, is it turnkey-ish? I haven't taken a bath in a while. Probably it's been over a year that I had a bathtub. It's been over a year since I had a bathtub. I mean, I have a pool. You know, that kind of works. So, I need to take a bath. Needs a roof, cleaning of the yard. But then it's rental otherwise. It's rental otherwise then? I mean, you guys just don't have huge margins out there to do. Oh, solar panels. Solar panels are such a pain to do transactions on. But the roof is not good and there's solar panels on it? That means you gotta pay them to uninstall and reinstall with the roof. Freaking solar panels. I mean, I wish they actually increased property value. Is it a lease or is it a loan on the solar panels? You know, they're a pain in general. Like, when it comes to transactions, I get if it's like your forever home and whatever. Yes, they'll pay for themselves in 10 years and all that good jazz. But, you know, other than that, they're just, ugh. Ugh. You believe it's a loan? I mean, you can ask for that to be paid at closing like it's another lien. You don't have to assume that loan. The lease is something you do have to assume. I ran into that scenario. Yeah. So what? $4,200 a month in rent though? Maybe. It's probably $4,200 a month in rent. It's a big, yeah. Once you get up to that level, I would guess, maybe, right? I'm just completely shooting in the dark. Something like that, yeah. So it'll cash flow good. It'll cash flow good. But also for a rental, you know what I mean? Who cares about the solar panels? It's just like your tenants are getting free electricity. Why are you paying for that? Maybe you have the tenants pay for the, maybe, you know what I mean? 4,000 plus they pay the 150 solar panels. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you have the tenants pay for the. That could be a thing. Maybe. Because they're saving on the electricity. Yeah, you could do pad split. Pad split kind of thing. Yes. But you gotta, when you do that though, when you do that pad split kind of thing, you gotta assume that they're just gonna tear the thing up though. Yeah. Yeah. That would be a good one for that, honestly. It's realistic. You can probably get $1,000 a room. But then you would be doing the utilities yourself. So then the solar panel thing, I don't know why. I mean, I'm stuck on solar panels because it's just bleh in a deal. But if you are the thing, can you buy a house without citizenship? Yep, you sure can. User, you sure can. Yep. As long as you're, well, it depends on what state. Like Florida has some countries that you are not allowed. Like, what is your citizenship? Yeah. Where is your citizenship currently? But yeah, 15% down in South Carolina. But like, where's your passport from? ITIN, yeah. 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 You're from Brazil. Okay, that country's fine. Yeah. That country's fine. Um there's a link in my bio if you need the loan. There's a link in my bio. And yes. It's for you to live in. Yeah. If you need the loan, I can get you set up with somebody for the lending. Or as an investment. There's categories on that. But yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yep. That can be done. That sure can be done. No worries. Yeah, you check the link. It's a lending referral request. We can get it set up for you. Of course. I'm glad you asked. Now you know. Now you know. All good. Yep. Now you know. Now you can get a house. Woohoo! We like that. We like people getting houses. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Having a good time. Woo. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no worries. That's why I'm on here. That is why I am on here. Also, Daisy, who guessed who bought the car after... What? Are you still talking to that guy? Alex? Are you still talking to that guy? Is that what you're talking about? Or are we talking about somebody else? Oh. Oh, wow. Dang. There's a lady that came in here on Thursday, I think, so... That did the same thing. But she also was like, something was going not good, though, on the appraisal. And I was like, well, it sounds like you may have messed your loan up, but also maybe it's a good way out because now you're gonna not be approved. So if you're trying to get out of the house, you kind of fix that all by itself. So that was kind of a, you know what I mean? I'm thinking of selling my house. I owe $289. My house is worth $340. Yeah, you got some equity, for sure. You got some equity. Yeah, if you want your equity, you can sell. Why not? Why not? Do you want a different house? Or you just want the equity? You know? Wahawa, Zane? What do you mean Wahawa? What was Wahawa Hawa? What was Wahawa Hawa? Wahawa 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 Wahawa. I don't know what Wahawa Wahawa is. Who what? You started to say something. Oh, what? Did I? Did I start to say something? I don't remember what I was going to say. What were we talking about? I don't know. Oh. Oh. Oh, Rich. I was talking about Rich. Are we talking about Rich? But no, we're talking about his sister. I don't know if we had any Rich updates or not. Hi, Robin. I'm going to sell a house that has a shared easement with the neighbor. Ooh. I definitely talk to the neighbor that you have the easement with. Check their vibe for sure. Check their vibe for sure. Yeah, definitely talk. So let the neighbor run the let the neighbor run the conversation, and you'll know exactly what's gonna happen and what they're gonna try and get away with or not get away with if they're cool. It's really, you know, it's really gonna be about how difficult they're gonna be, you know, because the easement is what it is, but it's not all about if they're gonna try and do anything that's not cool. He's great. Okay. Well, if he's gonna be good, then it's all gonna be good. You know? You know? If he's gonna be good, then that's all good. I wouldn't worry about it anymore. Basically, sister no work, used credit for car. He work, you pay both. Oh, I see. I got you, Alex. Yes. Logical. But was she on the house loan too? No. I feel like I don't know what entails. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be like, it's the easement's already set up. No, it should be fine. It should be fine. Yeah, it already exists. So you got to think it already exists. So, are you a title state or attorney state? I guess that doesn't matter. But basically, you're either a title attorney or escrow agent. A title agent is gonna, you know, is gonna pull what already exists. So there's not really too much for you to do about it. Like if it's there and exists already, it probably will just stay in place. You know, it probably just will stay in place. And if the neighbor's fine, then that doesn't need to be. Yeah. Yeah. You can transfer with an easement for sure. So, not on the house loan, not the point because he's paying for both. And none of them, I'd rather lose the house and the car. They'd rather lose the house and the car? Okay. That's interesting. Technically, we just won the easement in a lawsuit, and it was purchased by the homeowners and the HOA. So, are they going to resurvey? Did they resurvey it? And are they incorporating it into the existing lot then? Like if you want it already. Yeah. Didn't even have the house yet. Yeah. That's all good. Oh, I see. I see. So it was sold alongside of somebody else's, something like that? Yeah. I got you. So somebody else did the survey wrong. I feel ya. I feel ya. Interesting. You just won the lottery, Matt. Let's go, Matt. How did you win the lot? How much did we win? No way. How did you do that? 750? 7.5 million? Stakes for everybody. I went more than that, Matt. I don't know. Matt's not very serious, Robin. We'll have to see this one out. Is it a scratcher? Matt's sometimes serious and sometimes not serious, so it's hard to tell what's going on. A scratcher? Matt, you love me, right? Matt, you love me. I'll take a bath. Buy me a bathtub. Buy me a bathtub. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. That wasn't... Everyone was all excited. That's just like Matt to get everybody all excited. Duplex versus single family. Duplex versus single family. I like duplexes more, for sure, for investment. Love duplexes. Love duplexes. How would I spend the 500K? I would. 500K, I would buy duplexes, honestly. I would spend it on down payments on more duplexes. I would probably, what? I think 50K down on 10 duplexes. 50K down on 10 duplexes. That would be it. You're going to spend the $500 honeymoon. Oh, wow. Right. Oh, some life insurance money. Yeah. Rental properties. Duplexes. Multifamily, for sure, I would say. You know? Down payments on some multifamily units. Oh, Matt, don't call out my skin. Someone go check on him. Invest in the long term. Yeah, duplexes. Put it all put it all on black. Real estate, yes. Some rental properties. Can you buy? It depends. Yes. Life insurance. Some life insurance policies you can use. Some life insurance policies you can use in your lifetime. It just depends on what kind of policy. You know? Also, all on black. Yeah. I normally recommend red instead of black, but you know, whatever. That's just how I am. You know? Not necessarily. How much could you make monthly? As much work as you put into it. For sure. You get out of it what you put into it, I believe. It'll take you a few months to get started. You know? It'll take you a few months to get started, but, you know, then it will return itself to you, depending on your work. For sure. Yep. I normally get like, say, 3 months. It's like a well. It's like a well. You pump the well for 3 months, and then you start to, in 3 months' time, get all of the water springing up forth from the ground. So, but you just got to be prepared to work through that. Yeah, older family members help the life insurance thing. Older family members help the life insurance thing for sure. Did, yes, or did too. Yeah. 3 months, Matt? 3 months is intense. Ah. That's a good point too, Daisy. That's a good point too. Put that life insurance into some life insurance. That's a fair point. For real, yeah. For real. Chicago, Illinois. Empire Mindset. Hello. From Chicago, Illinois. How goes it? Are you already working out there? You already working out there? On August 99. Yeah. That's good for her. Good for her to 99 for sure. Yeah. But yes, the earlier that you buy it, the better it turns out to be at the end. So I do agree with Daisy. Using some to get some now is super cheap now compared to later in life. You know, you can do just you can do a one-time payment life insurance for sure. So I haven't really jumped in. Not sure you've grasped. You were not following me? No way. No way. Are you kidding me? Oh, haven't really jumped in. Not sure how grasping making offers. Really? You've done heart me's. There's no way. You've done heart me's. Yeah, you've done heart me's. There's no way that you can't. Yeah. So, what do we need to grasp about making offers, Empire? I'm here to help. Sorry. I'm getting distracted. But yes, what do we need to figure out on making offers? You know? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. That's a good plan. That's a good plan, Robin, for sure. That's a good plan, for sure. Is it like what number? How to calculate as quickly as possible. All right. So are you doing stuff local to you? What market are you working in? So this is what I would do. This is what I would do. Use a calculator. So what route should you take to getting into real estate? I think the best first place to start is getting your license. Like, depending on even just no matter what you want to do with real estate, I think getting your license is probably the best thing to do first. So there's a link in my bio for state approved licensing courses. Like, it just gives you the fundamental knowledge of how real estate transactions work. And even if you don't even get your license, doing the pre-licensing course is still tons and tons of information. I think how everything works, and then you do from that with what you want to do from that. So the Chicago Burbs and Northwest Indiana. Okay, so you're doing it local yourself. You're not doing virtual. So, and also that market, you're doing, I would say, easiest thing, if you're over $200,000 on your ARV, then the easiest thing to do is go around 60%. Yes, from a wholesaler's point. Yes, right. If you're over $200,000, ARV is 60% of ARV, just point blank. Period. If you're under 200,000 ARV, then you need to go 70% less repairs, less what you want to make. So commercial land or residential in Arkansas? Well, it depends on what you think you would be better suited for. Who was? Thank you for the follow. Who was talking? Both? What? Yeah, you do both, but so like you gotta think commercial land, you gotta think lots of return on investment mindset, cap rates, development costs, all that kind of stuff. Residential is just the house, all that good stuff. So thank you for the follow. Oh wow. Where that's an expensive house. That's an expensive house for sure. Haha. Matt. Both? Yeah. Daisy says both too. Daisy says do both too. Somewhere more affordable. Yeah. That's true. If you don't need that expensive a house, there's not much of a point in having that expensive a house too. I get that. So yes, investment, DSCR, cash flows, commercial for sure. The only thing that I'm confused about is how to correctly price for sellers, then buyers wholesaling. How to price correctly for sellers. I think I just said that somebody. The easiest thing, easiest thing to sell is if it's over $200,000, shoot for 60% of ARV. If it's under $200,000, you shoot for 70% of ARV, less repairs, less what you want to make. But be realistic. Don't shortchange the numbers, because real investors, real buyers know the real numbers. So it was insanely inexpensive because my parents refinanced when they shouldn't have. So they took a lot of equity out. That makes sense. Don't lowball. Goodness. Roof's missing built-in skylights. Well, Matt. Oh, Matt. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get a bottle of water. I'll be right back. I was talking. Makes my throat itchy. Makes my throat itchy when I can't talk it all the time. Whee! Talking 2.5 hours straight so far. But hey, here we are. Doing things. Whee! But thanks for joining. Thanks for liking the live too. I mean, if that house is missing a roof, it is kind of like a wholesale deal for sure. They built it in 345 and 94. Oh, 540. Oh yeah, you gotta take out. You gotta take out the equity. You need all that equity for sure. That's enough equity to buy a really nice house, so I get you there. If I wanted to get into syndication, syndication. I mean, I would start slow. Syndications, I mean, start from the license part. Syndication is it's advanced, you know. It's a little bit of advanced. Not, I mean, just, you know, You know, that's a couple steps in, I think. That's just my opinion. That's just, I mean, you can go straight into it, but I don't know. Okay. Matt's awake. Matt is awake. Matt was sleeping here. Matt was sleeping for a little bit. Now we're activated. Slip and slide. What? Is he still here? In Montana? Oh. I definitely needed some water. Glurpy glurpy. I need some glurpy glurpy. What steps would I recommend to build up a syndication? Well, I mean, like, typically experience, honestly, typically people want to see some experience levels. So I, you know, that's like your resume is your biggest asset there. That's kind of why I was like, I think we gotta start somewhere a little slower than syndication. Um, you know, people that I know. Uh-oh. Daisy's going from the chat to not the chat. Hold on. Daisy's going from Daisy's going. Hi Daisy. What? Why are we laughing?
Did you see what? Anyway, I sent you a message about that guy getting arrested. Did you see it?
No.
Okay, take a look at it. It's so funny.
No.
Clavicular.
Hold on. Okay.
Do you know who that guy is?
No. Why am I
No.
supposed to? Just because he's from Florida and he's on social media, I'm supposed to know who he is? I can't play that on live though.
No, I know. Well, it's on TikTok though.
I know I can't play other TikToks on my TikTok though. That I'm like reusing content or whatever. Yo.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Oh
Anyway.
my gosh.
But yeah.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
I got it now. Right.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Okay, I just had to laugh out loud with you.
Okay. Good
You're
deal.
not laughing.
Yeah.
So laugh. The 13th, yes.
The 13th, yes.
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 Did you have? Okay, so I told you that the guy that my future ex-husband, that's already my ex-husband, that I met earlier in the month. His birthday was on March 13th. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy shit.
And we got it all settled. We got it all settled now.
Okay, bye.
For sure. Okay, bye.
Where's friendly lady?
What?
Where's our reverse loan lady?
Oh, she was in here earlier. Didn't see?
Oh, darn it! Which one was she?
Elle Marie. Elle Marie. Whatever.
Elle Marie. No, I missed her.
Yeah, that was her. She just wanted to say hi, and we were like, I'm like, we're not really talking about. That's when I was like, we're not really talking about real estate stuff right now. That was her. That was her.
You must get the alerts of your lives when you come on.
Maybe. I don't know. Or she just keeps coming in, and I don't know. You know. Anyhow.
Okay. Your face is all warped because I'm on too many devices. Bye.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. We're back. There we go. Rar, I'm red. I know. I need to scrape my tongue more, I think. No, it's okay. I don't need to scrape my tongue that much. I think we're okay. I guess it's good. Oh my goodness. It's very delayed. It is very delayed, for sure. Again, the IT guy is coming tomorrow. Hopefully. That may be a resolution. Yep. Touch my eyebrow. Oh my gosh, look at all that. That's crazy. Is that enough? Yeah. Yes. Yes. I think so. I mean, I don't know what happened. I think maybe there was like a raccoon. Maybe there was a raccoon in front of the Starlink. I don't know. What do I know? What do I know about how this works? I haven't had any... Have I had any interruptions lately? Nope. Not lately. So, hi! What are my opinions of tokenization? I'm a fan of tokenization too. It's very difficult to accomplish. It's very difficult to accomplish thing. That's a really difficult problem. It's a very difficult problem, actually. Tokenization of real estate is a very complex thing. We're talking about I'm guessing of real estate. It's very complex. Very, very complex, actually. Lots of things, lots of problems to solve involved with that. You know. Because you're dealing with different asset classes. You're dealing with different asset classes, different monetary values, values that also exchange independently of their interconnectedness to each other. It's not a very easily solvable problem, which is why it hasn't really been solved too well yet. You know? But again, I would say we should start with the basic stuff. For sure. Let's get the basics in tow, and then we can move on to the sexier stuff. You know? Nope. There are not. Nobody's really figured that out too well yet. Nobody's really figured it out too well. That's, you know. Like, again, I just want to be realistic. Like, I mean, I could tell you all sorts of junk. You know what I mean? I could tell you all sorts of, like, fluffy fluff, you know. And tapping the screen. We like tapping the screen, too. That's a good idea, Daisy. But, like, I could tell you a bunch of fluff and, like make you believe all sorts of crazy stuff. But, like, they're not, you know. You're going some interesting lanes here. You know. All that happens on the screens, for sure. Whee! Oh, Matt's back into it now. Nice. You know? Yeah. Make you want to believe and do stuff. Yeah. I just, you know, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that's going to just be like, yeah, you should link in my bio for syndication. No, there's no link in my bio for syndication strategies. Because, you know, and there's no link in my bio for tokenization in real estate either, because those are just things that are not super solvable problems, you know? I mean, syndication is one thing, but again, you gotta have like a lot of experience for someone to really syndicate you. Um, yeah. Yeah. You've been in my fan club for a month now? Has it really been a month? That's crazy. Time flies when you're having so much fun with Unfiltered Matt. You know? Time flies when you're having so much fun. Whee! Yes. Hey, thank you for the follow, Jelly Button. I appreciate that too. You know? Do-do-do-do-do. Whee! Oh, look at that's back again. That's cool. Whee! Definitely having fun with that user too. Definitely having fun with that user too. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, fun. You snorted while laughing? Well, that's good. We like laughter. We like laughing. Do I have my real estate license in multiple states? I have it in one state right now, and I need to do the second one this month. Actually, I need to do the second one in April. So, that's always needs some more states, Rez. What about you? You got some licenses in multiple states? Yeah. I just have Florida. Next is Texas. I'm doing Texas here. I probably should start this week, honestly. I probably should start this week. Do. What about you, though? I want to know about you, too. It's not just all about me. You know? Arizona's next for you? That's a good state. That's a good one. That's a good one. Where are you licensed now? Always get some more states. Might as well. It doesn't hurt. Just gives you more resources, you know? More things to do, more ways to make money. We always like more ways to make money, you know? There's nothing wrong with more ways to make money. PA now? Oh, wow. PA's a good one. Yes. Yes. You're like, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I wish there was better reciprocity laws, honestly. You know? I really wish there was more reciprocity laws, but wholesaling real estate, I wholesale real estate. That's a good one, Jelly Button. I wholesale real estate. I'm licensed. I primarily wholesale real estate just because I'm more in line with the investor mindset of it all, which is why I like wholesale more than I like the regular stuff. So, but again, like I said earlier, license is a great place to start. Gives you knowledge so you know what you're talking about, you know, when you're wholesaling or whatever. Also gives you good coverage, gives you more resources and tools to properly evaluate things and situations. So, why do I like wholesale? So I was a military brat, and we moved every 2 years. So I don't really like have the whole forever home mentality mindset thing. They're just like an appreciating asset, and um, they're just like an appreciating asset, and you make money, you flip them, you have them as rental properties. That's kind of like my thought. I think of them as a money making machine, not necessarily just a house. So that's why I like wholesale, because everyone that does the wholesale is more in that thought process than most regular realtor stuff. So, you know, it's large. Large encompassment. How are you, Crazy Kurt? How you doing? I was talking to Kelly today. We need to schedule onboarding. I know you're on that list too. Because you want to start with me. Can I just talk to Kelly? And I've totally spaced doing the onboarding because you're on that list, Crazy Kurt. You're on the list of onboarding in the Florida team. I know you are. Yes, I think so too, Rez. That's why I have a link in my bio, and people come in here asking me about wholesaling, and I say get licensed. I completely agree with you. And you might as well do it. Be ahead of the curve, you know? It really doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt you to do it, you know? What's my why? What's my why on which part? Wholesaling or the team or which part? Or just in life? What's my why in life? You know? Yeah. Oh, wholesaling. My why on wholesaling? Because there's just some stuff that doesn't belong on the MLS. There's some situations that don't belong on the MLS. I think distress situations also like from a being licensed perspective too, like there's some houses that 3% commission is just not enough to do all the things that need to be done in order to get that house to sell. So that's another reality of it too. Like, you know, there's this condo just is being an absolute pain right now, right? Yes. So this condo has HOA violations, code violations, foreclosure issues, and probate issues. Like all four major problems this house condo thing has, right? No way would I do that for 3%. That's so much work. So, but those things need to be dealt with, and they need to get rid of the property. So, like, it needs to be done, right? It needs to be done, but that's why. And the condo's a wreck too. Let alone all the actual other problems with it. The actual condo's trashed, like bad trashed. So, you know, that's why wholesaling. Just they need to sell it, but there needs to be a lot of work for it to be done. So to actually get it done. Sucks for new wholesalers, better for sellers, people with license. Yes, I think it's better for and just the knowledge, just the basic knowledge kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Just the basic knowledge stuff. Do I use AI platforms? Not really, no. I don't think it's there yet, honestly. I don't think it's really all the way where it should be yet. It doesn't, like, I can have it edit a spreadsheet for me. I use AI to make spreadsheets pretty sometimes. That's about the extent of it. So, the best way for a parent to pull out money, paid off home, is it occupied? Is it a rental property, Ness? What's going on? Well, no, we got to deal with the problem. I mean, but also cash buyers don't really know a lot of time. I mean, they do some stuff, but there's not like these things have to be cleared up before ownership can transfer too. So, you know, that's a thing, you know, is a lot of these things have to be cleared before it can't even transfer. So, your parents live in the home. Okay. I mean, refinancing it, but like, it depends on what state. Sometimes there's like, parents live at home. You can do a reverse mortgage reverse mortgage. If your parents are over a certain age, that could be a way. So, AI cold calling to negotiate for them? I think so. I mean, I've heard some of them on TikTok. It's like, I don't know. I would be annoyed if I could tell, because you can still tell, right? You can still tell when it's AI, right? Link in bio, yeah, for the link in bio for the reverse mortgage. There's a lending referral link in my bio for sure. Thank you, Daisy. But yeah, like I don't know if really one of those AI things. Yes, and the TCPA laws for the AI callers. I would just be annoyed. I can tell that it's an AI. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if I'm just attuned to knowing that it's an AI, but I think you can still kind of tell, like, when it's not answering exactly like the question that I asked. I would just be annoyed, be like, "Are you dumb?" Like, even if it didn't sound like a robot, I'd just be like, "Are you dumb?" Like, that's kind of not what I said. And then I'd just be like turned off like by the whole situation. Like, why would I? Why am I even on the phone with these people? So, you know. Good evening. Do I have a buy box? Would love to generate some leads. I mean, I do wholesale real estate, Serene. So, I don't know what. I don't know what exactly. I do wholesale real estate. I don't know what kind of leads you want to give me for my buy box. Everything. I want everything. Give me all the leads. All of them. Give me all them leads. Yeah. Yeah. I believe the whole customer. Yeah. I'm aggravated too. I can't get customer service. And it just bumps and bumps and bumps into nothingness too. Like, just let me talk to somebody sometimes. If I need to talk to somebody, I want to actually talk to somebody. It's like frustrating if, you know. What criteria would you prefer JV with? There's a link in my bio. I can dispo anything nationwide. So I will dispo. I will help on dispo. All that good stuff. So I heard some states are trying to set rules that force deals to be closed in person instead of over the phone. I'm a big fan of in-person presence, for sure. You know? I'm a big fan of in-person presence. Of course. Of course. JV already under contract. Dispo, I'll dispo anything. I will dispo anything. Link is in my bio. Of course. Yeah. I mean, the virtual stuff, it's tough. Virtual is tough. Because I've done virtual, like, you know what I mean? And I say the story over and over and over again. I had a deal in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Cell phone of the seller got cut off in the middle of the transaction. Had to DoorDash. The seller just to have the DoorDasher put him on the phone and be like, yo, are you going to closing tomorrow? No one can get a hold of you. You need to make your way to the title company. You know, it's just like, I don't know. You just gotta have some in-person presence. I really do believe that. Things don't work too well. Of course, Serene. No problem. No problem. And thank you for the follow, too. You know? You know? So, I believe that. I believe in in-person presence. It's just... You're dealing with property that's not virtual. So, it's hard to be virtual. Again, not that I'm at like 1,000% opposed to virtual, but it's just difficult. You know, it's more difficult than it should be. In person for your state, right? CD, I don't know what that means. How do you get your contracts for wholesaling? Whoa. I use state-approved contracts because I'm licensed. Like using those the bestest. I have one. I have a contract that's pretty firm if I'm doing something funky that I have. Oh, CD's nuts. I got you. Um, how much EMD? Well, uh, for the EMD, we typically use buyer's EMD. So, um, you know, EMD due at the end of inspection period. It's provided by the buyer. You know, it's pretty easy to do that. Like slush fund. If you have like a couple grand in a slush fund, if you really need to do EMD, and then you don't need too much really. But you can get away with using buyer's EMD for sure. It's kind of silly to send money back and forth, you know, because I have sent EMD back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But then they have to send your EMD back to you and up and down and It's just like a bunch of like unnecessary moving monies around for the most part, right? So I don't know. You can try. I don't know how he is and letting people use his money. I don't really check with him. If you got the in, you can ask him about it. So, you know. How you gonna get it? All you have is account number. I think that's gonna create some issues for you, if I'm honest. I think there's probably some people monitoring all that kind of stuff. Just being real, you know. What happened to your lottery ticket? Nah, no one's looking at that stuff. Maybe not. Honestly, not at all. Yeah. I thought you had a lottery ticket. Didn't you just do a scratcher and win like $7 million like an hour ago in this live stream? What happened to that? What happened to that? Yeah, you're supposed to share the $7 million scratcher with me too. You know? I think that still should be a plan. Is to share the $7 million scratcher with me. Oh, it wasn't a real one? Dang. That's no fun, man. That is no fun. Now neither one of us have a $7 million scratcher. You know, I just, for a second, thought I could stop working. You gave me hope for just a second that I could just stop working. You know, you're new to wholesaling. You're also licensed based out of St. Louis. Sweet. I am also licensed in the state of Florida, and I am not new to wholesaling, but I am doing wholesaling, so yeah. Is REI Navigate my company? Yes, it sure is. It is me. REI Navigate is me. A lot of people telling me wholesaling is unethical. There are some bad eggs, yeah. If you do it the right way, like, I don't know. It's just like anything in this world. You can do things unethically or you can do things ethically. Like, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, if you're going to be unethical, it doesn't matter what it is. You're just going to be unethical. If you're going to be ethical, then it's going to be ethical. So that's kind of my argument with that primarily. But, you know, but I'm normally pretty transparent. Like, people know what I'm doing. And that's one thing that's like upcoming in new regulations and laws and stuff is, oh, you have to tell people that you're wholesaling now. The sellers. I'm like, okay. Cool. Do it a lot. I do it a lot now anyways. You know? And if I don't do it, it's probably because they just don't care at all. You know? They don't care at all what's happening. They just want to get rid of the house so bad they don't care. And then people that do kind of care, I am transparent with. So it's not a big deal. You know? Thank you for the follow. Yes, you should disclose you're licensed. Yes. You disclose that you're licensed. It's the unlicensed ones that are worried, yes, and the unethical people that are worried, for sure. But yes, you have to disclose that you're licensed, for sure, and that your licensure is not bearing any advice on anything as well. That's a pretty simple thing to do. And you know, also you have to also walk the line to when you're wholesaling, you're a principal in the transaction. So like you're taking contract. It's like a FISBO. You're doing a FISBO as if you're wholesaling. So you're acting on your own. You're acting on your own benefit. You're not representing anybody else's interests but your own. You have to be very clear about that, because if you are representing other people's interests, then you're acting as a licensed agent, not as a principal in the transaction and for your own benefit, which is what you need to stick to doing. So Navia is my AI lady. Navia is my AI lady. Why are you on the website? How do you know about? Yeah, Navia is the AI of REI Navigate. It's like Navia. Navia. You told her that? That's what you told her? Hey, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate it. So, right, because also isn't meant for multiple transactions as customer. Whoops. Oh, I missed the question. Sometimes unlicensing wholesaling can be tricky because wholesaling can be considered brokering. Yeah, if you... Right. Yeah, if you don't do it correctly, for sure. If you don't do it right, then yeah. Then you can run into that problem. Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's a business. It's a business, right? So... Right. Right. That's the problem. That's the problem. Hi, Corey, again. And Credit Poppy, hi again. Yes. The lines can blur if you don't keep the lines straight. Equitable interest? Yes. I'm still here, and I'm actually like 2 minutes left. Really, technically, I'll probably hang out a little bit longer. But yes, I'm like 2 minutes away from my 3-hour mark. Equitable interest, yes. Equitable interest is like you're in contract position. You're in contract position on the property, which means you're a principal in the transaction. Who does SMS blasting? My CRM, like Resimply, does. I know Resimply does text blasting. Outside of that, I don't remember any softwares that are outside of it for text blasting. But keep the line straight. You'll have no issues. Right. Never had an issue in 3+ years. Just be ethical. Yeah, exactly. Acquisitions Lou. Thank you. Backing me up on that. Exactly. I completely agree with that. Completely and 100% agree. Where are you working out of? You know? Looking to add it into... Yeah, it's expensive. It can be expensive, that's for sure. Credit Poppy, but it does work, you know? It does work. So... Do. Yeah. $700 a month for text blasting. Is it? How many does it give you too? You know? Does it give you like unlimited? It's probably just $700 a month for a certain amount of them too. Barrier entry is low. Yes. Bad eggs make... Yes. That's exactly right. Acquisitions low. Right. That's also, you know, I don't know. That's why I'm on here trying to steer a little bit of the right way. It's unlimited and they don't charge per text. Wow. That's pretty good. Do they do the 82p or whatever for you also? Or you have to load it in. That's pretty good if it does unlimited, honestly. Does it like ping into your CRM and all that stuff? Does it connect with your CRM and all that good stuff? Dude, wow. That's pretty solid. Honestly. I mean, it's expensive, but it's that for unlimited. Yeah. Oh, JV playing 50-50. Huh. What's it? Oh, let me look at it. ZD Blast? Zeit Blast. Interesting. Interesting. JV plan's like 4 something a month? Oh, so they lower the cost if you JV 50-50 everything with them? That's... yeah. Huh. Oh. Wow. No, this says no. This says 30. This is 15,000, 30,000 texts per month. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's not unlimited text. I'm on the website. It's not unlimited text. Yeah. That's what I was talking about. Unlimited texts. Oh, so I don't know about that. That sounds expensive. If they're limited on text. I was thinking for unlimited text. Whoa. What is do. What am I thinking? Yeah. Yes. Right. They do charge. Yeah. Per text. But what are they charging per text after, though? Is what I'm kind of getting at, too, Credit Poppy. You know? After that amount. That makes sense, yeah. I think it's a little expensive still. You know? Do. It's kind of, yeah. The text blasting things. Whoa. I mean, oh. So, like, smartphone.io, I would look at them too. It's a blast dialer and texting thing too. smrtphone.io. I mean, I don't use it, but I know the guy that made it. He's pretty cool, dude. You know? You know? That may be a good solution too. smrtphone.io. What's up, Matt? What's going on, Matt? What do we think? I'm about to be done. But I'll let Matt have the last word. Trip flight workflow for my VA just so she can organize leads and set appointments. Yeah, check out smartphone.io. You know? You're about to be done too. Well, I do know what you mean. On that note, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to go home. But it was nice hanging with everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Bye bye. Whoa. Yeah. Bye.